Good morning, evening, or wherever you are in the world today. I'm Hazel with the cocktail crew, and as usual, I'm the consistency coach, and I have my very special friend here, Sam. Tell us about you, Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam and I'm the Cortex coach.
Thank you. And today we've got an even more special guest on. We've got Heather, who has been, what, 4 years, Heather?
3.5 years now.
3.5 years, a really good friend of mine, and she's transformed her life totally, completely changed it, and she's here to share the secrets about how she did it. So, Heather, why don't you start with telling everybody what you wanted to change and why?
Well, what I wanted to change was just my complete lifestyle. It wasn't just about losing weight to me, it was the full lifestyle. Because losing weight, you can do that no bother. I wanted to change little things that everyone makes mistakes when they stop losing the weight, when they've got down to their ideal weight, they put back on because they don't have these small changes mastered. So that's what I've done, and that's how I've got to where I am now.
Did you think before you started losing weight, was there a difference now to how you are to before?
But like thinking wise,
Thinking wise, it could be anything wise, because I know the difference in you. I've seen you go through this, but
thinking that like in my head, I like totally changed my thoughts on things. Like I'll look at food in a different way. I cook my own foods now. Like as much as yes, I cooked my own before, but it was really unhealthy stuff. Whereas now, obviously, I cook really healthy, and the other changes, obviously, the size of me.
yeah.
So,
And sorry, Sam, go ahead.
sorry, I just want to ask, what was the trigger? What made you decide? What one day when you woke up? Because that's what how it works.
Yeah.
Certainly for me. What happened? What made you think, right? I want to change my lifestyle, change my mindset.
I wouldn't say there was anything like nothing, no massive trigger for me that went, oh my goodness. It was just all of a sudden one day I was sick of being big. Obviously, if you're bigger, you end up with more health problems along the line. I've got a young child who is like a tornado,
Yeah.
and I just want to be able to keep up that tornado energy.
You need a lot of energy with them, don't you, Heather?
Oh, definitely. I mean, he's up for the crack of dawn was a tornado, and so it was that sort of, and it wasn't for anybody. It was well, obviously, yeah, for my kids, but it was for me. Like walking up the stairs, I wasn't completely out of breath, but I could feel myself starting to get breathless, even just walking up the stairs. And I live in a flat, so I've got to do them every day. I was getting at the top of the stairs, and I was starting to find myself being like, "Oh my goodness!" Get at the top, and I'm like before you even go along this landing, catch your breath, and I'm like
Yeah.
that's not how it should be. Like, I mean, at that point, I was 36, and at 36, you shouldn't be feeling like that. You should still be. I mean, yeah, obviously, life starts to go downhill, but not like
Have
that.
you
So,
lost, Heather?
how much have I lost? I am now at 8.5 stone.
My goodness. And what were you?
I've lost 8.5 stone. I was 22 stone ish.
You've lost 8.5.
I've lost 8.5. Yeah.
And Sam, this is the best part, right? When Heather first said she was going to start changing her diet and things, you still ate the same foods, didn't you, in Scotland?
Yeah.
But you cut them down,
It was literally just I stopped eating at night time. That was my biggest thing.
right?
I stopped eating at night time because I'd quite happily buy a big bag of crisps and a big bar of chocolate and go home and sit at night once the kids were in bed watching the telly and scoff a lot. 3, 4 times a week, easily do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, do you know what? You don't need to eat all of that. So I stopped doing that and I started to notice the difference. And I was like, right, so if I can do that with just cutting out eating at night time or eating stupidly at night time, then what could I do if I actually put some proper effort into it, like with watching what I'm eating during the day and eating healthier and working out. And then also I joined the gym.
I think eating at night is that big no-no, isn't it? It's easy to, it's like sort of like the deadly zone, isn't it? You've had your tea at whatever time, 5, 6, whatever people have their or evening meal, and it's the 8, 9 o'clock when you're watching telly. You think, oh, I'm a little bit peckish. What can I snack on? That's the danger time, isn't it? And it's
Yeah,
good that you've.
well, people do say that, but it's still that whole, see, as long as you're within your sort of calorie limit,
Yeah.
then you can eat your calories at any time, as long as what I've learned over the years, as long as what you're putting in your body throughout the day, you've burned more, or you've burned is that sort of calorie deficit basically is what I've worked on.
Yes,
Is
I suppose it depends what you're eating as well, isn't it? You know, if you're
yeah,
eating foods high in calorie, then that calorie deficit is not going to
is
be effective,
yeah,
is it? Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Have you stayed away from all the Scott Mid, the tray of cakes and stuff now, Heather? What was it we
Nope.
used? You still do it? Still have a wee?
I still eat. Last night I had a Chinese.
Oh, that's right. You said to me, yeah.
Last night I had a Chinese. I still eat normal foods as well. Like I'm not sitting here saying that for my lunch I'm going to have a salad, and at dinner I'm going to have chicken and rice and peas. I'll still eat what I want to eat because I didn't want to have a bad relationship with food.
Right,
I
that's a
didn't
really
want to
good
end
point.
up. Yeah, I didn't want to have a bad relationship with food. So see if I still want to have a bar of chocolate, I'll have a bar of chocolate. If I still want the crisps, I'll still have the crisps. But I make sure I'm still within my sort of calories that I should be eating that day.
Have you
And that's
joined
the
the?
right. Sorry, Hazel. I'll let you. I just wanted to go on to what Heather's just said, and that's the right attitude to have, because if you are on an active diet, the minute you think, right, I'm where I need to be, I'm happy, and come off that diet, the weight will go back on because you'll start eating what you always ate
And I
prior
mean,
to that.
on Friday night, I actually was out for dinner as well. Like, I was out for dinner, I had a main course, I had a pudding, and I've still,
You're within the calorie count.
yeah, I'm within my calorie count, so it's not going to affect me having went out for dinner as long as I've paid attention to, like, and I've obviously made better choices of what, rather than having a starter, a main, and a dessert, and having a cocktail or three, and you've kept within what I want, so I
Yeah,
can still enjoy my foods and that.
yeah, yeah.
So I've just been reading something that I printed out yesterday about all this, and Heather, you'll be able to tell us if you agree with this. It says it's it's not just about the weight loss; it's about the transformation and rewriting what was in the past into what you can do now.
Yeah.
Is that? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, oh, 100%. It is so hard though, because you look at what you were in the past and you still think you're there. Like, you speak to anyone that's on a proper weight loss journey, they will still think that they are as big. I mean, I've sent these pictures, you know what I was like when I was back in June 2022. There's some days where even though I'm not that size and almost 10 stone less than what I was back then, it's still to me, there's still some days I look at myself and I'm like, oh my God, I'm still that, like, I'm
Really?
still that big. Yeah,
Sam, do you?
Yeah,
What?
absolutely. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Some people,
100%. Doesn't matter
like,
how
obviously,
big you are. If you're in your
yeah,
head, you see something different. Nothing can change
yeah,
that but you. Absolutely.
When you look in the mirror, you mean you still
Yeah,
see as?
yeah.
yeah,
That's a hard
It's so
one.
bizarre, like, and it's not just me, and I know it's not just me, because obviously I know loads of people that are on that sort of journey as well. And they've all said the same, that even when we go out and buy clothes, I'll still buy like extra large. And I'll put it on and I'll be like, oh, this is too big for
Yeah,
me.
too
And like
big.
I'll need to go away and buy like a medium. And I'm like, oh my God, the only medium thing I've ever had is fries. Like it's but yeah, it is it's remembering that the things of the past aren't actually like that anymore. Not for me anyway.
Yeah.
Because now I've got all these good traits and these good thoughts and that
Well, it's like
that
the transformation into healthy habits and everything that's making you do naked dad walking past on a podcast. We'll cut that out, Dad.
I think you never forget your mindset from previous. I mean, I don't know if you have the same, Heather. For me, it was a relationship with a mirror, and at a certain point, you stop looking in the mirror because you
Yeah,
don't want to see what you see, and at a certain point for me, it's like not wanting to get up in the morning because choosing what to wear to make you feel comfortable is too much of a challenge.
yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, I've made a point a couple of months ago. I cleared out my clothes. I cleared out my clothes for that pure fact that I was still wearing clothes and leggings that were too big on me. They were sagging at the bum. They were wrapped around my ankles almost. My tops were hanging off me. And I was at that point, I was like, if I keep these, I'm going to keep on wearing them and I'm going to keep on feeling at that size. So I completely cleared out. And I mean, I'm sat in my bed just now and the pile was like up to here.
Is it?
And I had two of the piles.
Yeah.
And I've still got some stuff that I could potentially still get rid of.
Hmm.
I mean, there was a dress I bought back a couple of months ago for the summer coming. It's really nice. It doesn't fit me.
Too big for you now.
Too big for me. I
Yeah.
should have bought the smaller size, but I was like, no way am I that smaller size. And it didn't help because it wasn't a stretchy material either. I was like, I'm definitely not the smaller size. And now when I put it on, I'm like, I feel huge in this because the dress is big on me. It makes me feel big, and I'm like, oh right.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that
And,
actually.
and where are you now? Because I mean, are you at the end of your journey, or are you still transitioning?
I'm still transitioning because ideally I want to get down to just under 12 stone. Just now I'm sat just under the 14 stone. So I've got like two and a bit, well, not even two and a bit, say 2 stone to lose. And it is true what they say that the last couple are absolutely
Yeah.
horrendous to try and lose. But the good thing is that because obviously it's summer, wearing a wee bit less clothes when I go out in public, and obviously not going out stripped, but wearing a bit, like not wearing big baggy jumpers or big heavy jackets, people are noticing it now.
Oh yeah. God, you could.
So it's given me that bit of a boost that people are seeing it now. So I'm like, all right, well, I can keep it up. Whereas if that was over the winter, and I don't do it for the compliments. I don't do it at all for the compliments because it makes me feel like, hey, oh,
You
thanks.
do,
Like
you
back to a
do,
little schoolgirl, like, oh my
you
God.
do it for you. But no, the reason I asked about the transition is you even now then because you know you're not where you want to be yet. If you buy clothes, they're not going to fit you in a few weeks. So it's like that's that
Yeah. But it's really
midpoint,
hard.
isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So it is that because, like you said, in a couple of weeks, in a couple of months, I'm going to be buying more clothes. It makes me reluctant to buy
Yeah.
now because I'm like, well, obviously single parent, so I'm like, I've got better things to spend my money on than clothes for me. So I'll just no buy them and I'll keep on wearing the baggier stuff.
Yeah. That's a good point, Sam. I never thought of that because Heather, you're going to be constantly updating your
Yeah,
wardrobe then, and it costs
yep.
a
I've
fortune.
never bought myself so many clothes in my life,
But
but as I have over the past couple of years.
there's a little village, Sam, and some of Heather's friends will know this village, like Billy and Ailey, sorry, are going to be putting this out for us today. And I saw you walking through when I realised, oh my goodness, that's Heather, and I couldn't believe the difference in it. And you just had a tea. I think you were walk. I don't. Would you walk to Scotland or not?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, you could have been coming from there. Um, and it was just a huge change. It was so surprising. I was.
but I've seen you obviously walking about the town like what I do because obviously I don't drive, so I walk. I genuinely walk everywhere, even though there's buses. Like I walk to and from my work, which is quite a distance, and I see
Is
people
that
all the time. Hmm.
to up Hull every day you've got a shift?
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
to
Oh,
and from. Unless it's like bad weather, I walk to and from work, so it's a good. By the time I get to work, that's about 5,000 steps.
yeah.
That's great. That's great exercise as well, isn't it? There, that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
brilliant. And you're doing that every day. And you said, did you say you're going to the gym? What?
Swim, I
yeah.
think.
And how
I
often?
only I, on- I only manage to go to the gym twice a week
It's enough.
because it's better than not going to the gym at all. Because obviously, again, single parent and working, the only time I'm free is a Tuesday and a Friday morning. So the 2 days is when I go to the gym. But my trainer at the gym has actually set me up with a couple of home programs as well.
All right.
So even though I only go to the gym twice a week, I still do the workouts that I remember showing you, Hazel. But I've also got like my trainer for the gym has set me up with an upper, a lower, and a full body workout for in the house as well because I've got my weights and
Yeah.
my resistance bands and all of that. She knows I've got all that, so she set me up programs for in the house because she knows I want to keep on. I mean, it's the summer holidays. I've not been to the gym in 6 weeks
But we can have been.
because
Yeah, the wee
because
boy.
I've not had the time. I mean, I could have easily asked other people to watch the kids for an hour, but I'm also asking people to watch my kids whilst they work. So I've just been focusing on making sure that
Yeah.
5 days out of 7 I'm doing my home workouts.
Yeah.
Whereas normally it's only the 3 days I do home workouts and 2 days at the gym.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Ah, right. Okay. Cool. Well, Sam, what else have you got to ask Heather? Because she's got a massive experience now that you can share with everybody. Heather, is there anything you would like to say about encouraging anybody else, or Sam, any questions for her?
How do you stay consistent?
Mm.
I take pictures. At the start of every month, on the first of the month, I take pictures. I take my face, my arms, my legs, a front version and a side version.
You do?
And I'll put them into a hidden folder on my phone. I quite often, every couple of months, I'll share my front and my side picture.
Yeah.
Just because I know there's people out there, like my friends and family, that are interested and they're like, oh my goodness. And I've been told by many people the pictures don't do it justice sometimes. But for me, that is my consistency. Like I want to be able to see that change because in my
Visibly,
head I can't see it. So I need to be able to see the change in the pictures to be able to keep going. And I feel really, really good.
yeah.
So I mean there's days where I don't feel good. But most of the time I'm feeling so good about myself. So that happiness is what's keeping me consistent.
On
It's
a
good.
sort of health thing, Heather, do you feel a kind of difference now that you've lost? I mean, is it 8.5 stone? You said that's a
Yeah,
huge
eight and a
amount
half.
so walking and everything must be an awful lot easier for you, and because you're not carrying that.
Walking is a lot easier. I mean, I'm getting up to work and I'm not like an absolute dripping sweaty mess.
Yeah.
Not at work and going, right, I need to sit down for 10 minutes before I start my shift. And it does make me feel a lot better because obviously, like you say, I mean, that's how I've ended up. You get to that point where you start getting down to your target weight. You're not carrying that weight around with you anymore.
Yeah.
So because you're not carrying that weight around with you anymore, I can still be walking the same as what I did back here, but not be losing as much because I'm not as heavy, so I'm not burning as many calories.
There's less to
So
lose.
now,
Yeah.
yeah, so there's less for me to carry around. So I need to up my game a bit with how much I'm either walking or how much I'm doing when I'm doing my workouts.
Okay then.
There's so many things around you as well you can use if you can't go to the gym. I mean, you said you could go walk
Oh,
up steps to go to. If I
yeah,
lived in the flat up steps, I'd be up and down those
yeah.
because
I
it's
mean,
a free, isn't it?
there's some workouts where, like for my legs, obviously you need to raise your legs up to work the other leg. And I was like, to begin with, I was like, oh, well, I can't do that in the house because I've got a hand to use. And I'm like, well, actually, wait a minute, I've got a step ladder.
Yeah.
Now that I weigh less, I've got more confidence in myself. I've got a little table I can use,
Yeah. Yes. I suppose.
and I don't mind doing my step ups on a table. Like, I mean, obviously by a table, I'm not meaning like a big giant table. I mean, the table sits about that, but I'll happily step up and down on that now.
Right.
Whereas before, I mean, obviously, Hazel, you'll have seen I'm currently redecorating my kitchen.
Uh-huh.
I was actually stood up on my countertop, doing the tops of my counters, and I was actually standing there and I said to myself, I was like, see if this was like even last year, I would never have stood up on this countertop because I wouldn't have had the balance.
Yeah.
I'd have
So,
been, obviously, I was bigger, so there wasn't the space for me to stand up there. There wasn't the worry that, oh my goodness, I'm going to
Yeah.
I'm going to hang on to this cupboard so that I don't fall.
Fall or something.
But,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh no, now I can do it because I don't think my weight is going to pull this cupboard off the unit. Whereas a couple of years ago, I'd have been too scared to do that because it was too heavy.
Oh, that's a win.
And that bit above my cupboard would not have been decorated.
Um. Well.
It boosts it boosts confidence as well, doesn't it?
It really
I
does.
mean, 2 years ago, would you have sat there and done this podcast?
Yes, because I did. Yes and no. Because I did actually work for a company where I'd done lives before
Yeah.
on a group. So I did. I was beside hustle. So I did do lives and that, but it was with friends and family. So it wasn't. It wasn't. It was similar to this, but it wasn't like this because obviously this is going out to anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
So potentially I would not have actually done this a couple of years ago because I'd have been sat there like, oh my God, like get the right angle so like I'm hiding, like just sitting like that, like trying to elongate my neck so I didn't look like I still had my 20
All
chins.
right. Yeah.
Whereas now I'm sat here and I'm like, do you know what? Yeah, I've still got rolls, but I'm 40 next year, so I'm like, everyone's got rolls.
But you've done
But
amazing,
before,
Heather. It's brilliant what you've done.
but before I had rolls and rolls and rolls, and I
Mm.
would never have just sat here. I'm sat here cross-legged. I
Yeah.
would never have been able to sit here cross-legged 2 years ago.
Hmm.
I would have had to have sat here with my legs laid out straight and been totally uncomfortable with how I was sitting because I'd have been like
Yeah.
trying to like suck it all in. And obviously, when I was that big, there was no way you could suck any of that in.
So here's the big question: when are you going to start your own slimming group?
I'm not.
Are you not?
No, I have been tempted to do like a nutritional course
Mhm.
because it fascinates me. Obviously, there's a calorie counting group that is very well known in the world that I had joined, and it is literally he counts your calories. You'll maybe have seen him online. He's quite a vulgar man sometimes, but he kicks your butt.
Are you
He
like to
gets a
say
lot
who
of
he is, or
I potentially, I don't know if I can, but I'll say it. Team RH.
who?
Richie Howie, Team RH. He's all over TikTok and Facebook.
I've no idea. Okay, we'll have to
He's
look.
No, I've
he's
not heard of that.
he's very brutal, but I like that brutalness. And it's not that I speak with him every day. Obviously, he's got this massive business, and it is literally a calorie counting app, but it's that little bit more. Like you can, like he's got workouts on it and all of this. So it's not that it's this magic tool. Like you've still got to put that work in,
Yeah.
and there's coaches there that will help you if you need it. But you've still got to have put that work in before the coaches can be like, right, well, we've looked at your data. This is what you need to change.
I think
Yeah.
that's it, Heather. If you really want it, you'll put the effort into it and do it like you
Oh
have.
yeah.
But if you don't, if it's just I think I might lose some weight, there needs to be that real want, doesn't there, for something to take.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If you're not ready for, I mean, as much as my head's not accepting the change, but if you're not ready for the change, and I say this to anybody and everybody, I was talking to my cousin about it last night. If you're realistically, if you're not properly ready to make all these changes, you might as well just take the sort of a quick route out of it
Yeah.
because you're not going to keep it off if you're not ready to properly accept the changes of doing the batch cooking, of
Yeah.
going to the
I,
gym consistently.
I
Because it's not a
absolutely
quick fix,
agree.
is it?
You have to be in the right mindset, and until you're in that right mindset, you won't even lose much weight. You have to
Yep,
be either switched on
definitely.
or not. And when you're switched on and you're in the right mindset, you'll
Yep.
you can focus.
And I mean, it really helps to me. I've got a friend that goes to the gym. She's very lucky. She can manage to go to the gym 5 days a week.
Well,
But on my 2 days a week, she's like, right, we're going to the gym, yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm knackered today, and she's like, no, no, we are going to
oh,
the
so
gym.
she
I'm like,
won't
okay.
you. She'll get
Aye.
you going. Yeah.
And even on days where we're not with each other, she still manages, like we still give each other that we big each other up, and
Yeah. That's
you,
always good,
you
though, isn't it, to have
you
somebody
always need to have
motivate
that
you?
support as well, because yes, you can do it on your own, but
It's nicer.
it's nice to have that someone else who's going through something as well.
Yeah. And like you say, they'll keep you motivated and keep you accountable, Sam. Isn't that the word we used to like?
Yep.
Yeah, and having someone else do it with you, or going to a group, or being on an app, that makes keeps you accountable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Oh,
you've got a
definitely.
check in to do, and because you've got that
Yeah.
check in, you stick to it better.
Well,
Yep.
I
Definitely.
think, Heather, we might have to have you back sometime and get you to give us some recipes and things for our healthy eating. And we'll get, if people, once Billy and Ailey get on it today, send it out to all their pals. We should hopefully get some recipes and some things like that in as well. So you make sure you have a word with them today, please. And Sam, anything from you? Or
No, nothing further for me. I think you're doing great, Heather. Keep going, and you've done
fantastic, yeah.
Oh,
fantastic
I am
so far.
enjoying.
And we'll have you for that next, what is it you said, 2.5 stone?
Another 2.5 is ideally what I want to get rid of.
And we'll get you back on for that. All right, there's the
Brilliant.
Fab.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on, Heather. It's been lovely. And I'll pop over and see. Are you in today or?
No, I'm not in today. I'm on holiday.
Right. I'll see you next week sometime then. But thank you so much.
Yep.
Thanks,
Not a
Heather.
bother.
Thanks then.